Hello everyone, Denise here. Today we are going to be making the Spiffy Market Bag. The materials we will need to make this bag is a worsted weight 4 yarn. You can use any yarn you would wish. I am using cotton. This is I Love This Cotton by Hobby Lobby, and it is 3.5 ounces and it has 180 yards in it, and you will need more than one of these, so 2 of these would be good for this project. Then we will need an eye hook, we will need a pair of scissors, and something to weave in our ends. Okay, let's get started. Okay, to start this we are going to do a magic circle or a magic loop. I lay the yarn over my fingers like this, I put the hook in, and I grab up some yarn, and then I chain 1 to secure it. I rearrange the yarn in my hand so that the working yarn is threaded through my fingers. And then for this pattern we are going to chain 1 more, and then we are going to put 12 double crochets into this loop or ring. And I will meet up with you in a second. Once we have our 12 double crochets into our ring, we are going to cinch that ring up. And we are going to skip this chain 2, and we are going to slip stitch into the top of our first double crochet. And that completes round 1. We have 12 double crochets for round 1. Round 2 we are going to chain 2, and we are going to put 2 double crochet in the same space as that chain 2. So 2 double crochets in there, and then we are going to do 2 double crochets in the next stitch and in each stitch all the way around for round 2. And once we get 2 stitches in each stitch, I will meet up with you once we get done all the way around. At the end of round 2 we will have 24 double crochets, and we are going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet and ignore that chain 2. Now for round 3 we are going to chain 2, not counting as a stitch. We are going to put 2 double crochets in this first stitch right here that we did our chain 2, just like we did in round 2. And then we are going to put 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And then we are going to put 2 double crochet in the next stitch. And then 1 double crochet in the next. And we're going to do this all the way. We're going to repeat this all the way around for round 3, and I will meet up with you at the end of round 3. The end of round 3 we will have 36 double crochets for this round, and that double crochet in that last stitch, that is how that round ends because we started with 2 double crochets. We are going to slip stitch into the top of our first double crochet, and we are going to go on to round 4. Round 4 starts with a chain 2 and 2 double crochets placed in that same chain 2 space. And then we are going to put 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the stitch after that, and 2 double crochets in the stitch after that. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And we are going to do that. We're going to repeat that all the way around for round 4. Just like we increase on hats, this is the same exact method. We're going to repeat this all the way around, and I will meet up with you at the end of round 4. At the end of our round 4, we will have 48 stitches, 48 double crochets, and we are going to slip stitch into the top of our first double crochet and ignore that chain 2. And for round 5 we are going to chain 2, And we are going to put 2 double crochets in that first chain 2 space. Then we are going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And this is going to be our repeat for the entire round. We will have double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, and then 2 double crochet, just as if we were increasing on a hat. And I will meet up with you at the end of round 5. At the end of round 5, we have 60 double crochets, and we are going to slip stitch into the top of our first double crochet stitch. We are going to chain 2, and we are going to put 2 double crochets in that first chain 2 space. Now in round 6, we are going to do exactly what we did last round, except we're going to add 1 of those double crochets in here. So our repeat for this round will be 2 double crochets in that first chain 2 space, and then we will do 1 double crochet in each of the 4 next stitches, and then 2 double crochets. Just like we increase on a hat, just like I said for last round, we're just slowly increasing the stitches to make the bottom of our bag bigger. So then we would do 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 double crochet, and repeat that all the way around. At the end of round 6, we have 72 stitches. The measurement is 8 inches for the diameter of this, so that is where I'm going to stop and continue with the sides. So if you want a bigger bag, you could go ahead and increase again for the next round. However, I'm going to proceed and do the sides of the bag. Going to slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 4. Now I'm going to skip 1 stitch, and then I'm going to put a double crochet in the next stitch. And this is going to make the mesh part of the bag. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and put a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and put a double crochet in the next stitch. I'm going to do that all the way around the bag, and I am going to meet up with you at the end of this round. This is round 7. Round 7 will have 36 double crochets and 36 chain 1s, and I will meet you at the end of round 7. So this is what we look like after our round 7. See how the bag is starting to curl up and go up. Don't forget to put a chain 1 space in between your last stitch here, your last double crochet, and the beginning of the round, so that we continue on with that mesh look. The chain 4 that we began with, we are going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain of that chain 4, and see, it makes the nice space. Now we are going to proceed with round 8, and round 8 is going to be our repeat. And we will just continue as far as up as you want to make your bag, as tall as you want to make your bag. This will be the repeat row. It will just keep going up. So you decide how long you want your bag, and keep repeating these rows. Row number 8. So we take our project, and this will be the repeat row. We're going to chain 4. We're going to skip that chain 1 space, and we are going to put a double crochet in the top of the double crochet. and then we are going to chain 1 and skip that space and put a double crochet in the top of the double crochet. We are going to do that all the way around. We are going to repeat that for several rounds. You choose how many you want, as tall as you want your bag, and I will meet up with you when we are further down the line. So I ran out of yarn and I wanted to show you changing color mid-bag. So I'm just finishing off this last stitch and I am pulling the burgundy through to begin my next round. That is how you change colors. And then you just proceed with your next round. You do your chain 4, skip your first chain 1 space, and double crochet into the top of the double crochet of the previous round. So I'm going to continue in burgundy until I get to the top of the bag, and I will meet up with you then. So once you get the length of the bag that you would like, you can choose to stay with the same color. I am going to choose to switch to the tan color that I was using before. I had a little bit left over, so I thought it would look nice if I incorporated some of the edging and the strap with the tan color. So I am just finishing off this stitch here with the tan. I'm going to do a single crochet round of tan, then one of burgundy, and then one of tan again. So I am going to join the yarn each time. I'm going to chain 1 here, and then I am going to do a single crochet in each chain 1 space and at the top of each double crochet. And then next round when I do burgundy, I will be going into my previous round single crochets. So once I get my tan round done, my burgundy round, and then my next tan round done, I will meet up with you to show you how I did my strap for our bag. So I will meet up with you in just a moment once I get my 3 single crochet rounds done. And again, you can choose not to change color or you can, it's up to you. So now I'm going to make the strap, and the strap that I made is 36 inches long because I wanted it long enough to go over my shoulder. So what I am going to do is I am going to chain 100 stitches, 100 chains, and then I will meet up with you after I make a huge long chain of 100 chains. You can make yours as long as you'd like. So I have my 100 chained. In the second chain from the hook, I am going to do half double crochet in that stitch, and then I'm going to do a half double crochet in each one of these stitches all the way down this chain, and I will meet up with you when I'm done with that. So at the end of this first row here, I am going to switch to tan, and I am going to do my second row of my strap in tan, and I'm just finishing the stitch here with tan, and then I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and do just what I did before, do half double crochet all the way down the row, including that first stitch there, and then I'm going to do another row of burgundy. I'm just going to change color at the end of this tan row, switch to burgundy, and do a row of burgundy, and then I will meet up with you and show you how I stitch the strap on to the back. So for the straps, I take a piece of yarn, I just thread it through my needle, and then I'm going to go ahead at the edge of my bag. I am going to just go up onto the end of my strap and whip stitch this onto the edge of the bag. I'm going to make sure it's very secure because I want to take this and use it at farmers markets so that I can carry heavier things. And I'm going to repeat this process on the other side of the bag, making sure I don't turn the strap. And here's the finished bag. I really enjoyed making this for you guys. Thank you, Miranda, so much for the inspiration for this idea, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you wish, and until next time, guys.